You would never hit it and quite it.
I like what I like, you know what I mean? And I like building a bond with certain people and casual relationships.
I just like converting people to Christianity. That's all I do. Yeah. That's my move, man.
What would you do?
What would you do, David?
Oh, it's easy.
Yeah. This dude gets puss everywhere for sure.
It's not easy. It's more like definitely. I already had a conversation with Mariel about this. I was like, if one of us happens to die, just if we have, it's a very casual conversation. Mm-hmm. I told her for sure. I don't think I would be in a serious relationship for at least like 6 or 7 years. There's no point. Like I've developed like 5 strong years with her, and I have to do all that shit over again. Are you fucking crazy, dude?
Yeah, I think about that a lot, and I think
I can't do it. I don't have the strength.
I think about all the stuff that me and Tiff went through for us to kind of be where we're at today. Yeah. It's a lot of fucking work.
I can't figure out when they're going to have their period and the whole mood thing again. That shit's hard, man.
But then like dealing with somebody else and then like building a new relationship with somebody.
Oh, then you got to figure out their personal trauma that they had in their past, their relationship with their father and their mother. I don't care anymore. There are friends now that want to talk to me about their life problems. I'm like, fuck you. I have this lady I have to deal with. She takes all my energy. Yeah. So whatever I have left is then yours. Mm-hmm. But until then, fuck off. Yeah. I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care. I really don't. But I don't know if I'd get into a serious relationship after. But for sure, just go right back to dating.
Pat, what's the longest relationship you've been in?
6 days.
30 minutes. Probably like a year,
7 nights.
2 years. A year and a half, 2 years. I mean, Emily, I lived with her. We were together for like a year and a half, 2 years. Fell apart. Living with somebody is fucking hard, dude.
You guys have to have
living together. So we made it fall apart. It's just like, well, I mean, a lot of things. We were kind of like incompatible in certain ways, but like when we were just dating, it was cool. But like when you live with somebody, it's like, damn, you're like, you just can't get a fucking like. They're always there.
But that happened quick though too, and it's like. You kind of have to know somebody.
She also caught me watching porn, and that honestly was...
What's the problem with that?
She used to think porn was cheating.
Yeah. What?
So there's a whole fucking thing. So she thought...
Well, Patrick, it is, and you were cheating on her.
In the beginning of our relationship, I remember I made a joke about porn. Like, this is still in the getting to know you phase. We hadn't, like, hooked up or anything.
Yeah.
And she was like, dude, porn's disgusting. And I was like, I mean, sure. She was like...
ones, dude.
She was like, no, like, porn... She's like, I think porn is cheating. And I was like, that's like, I was like, that's pretty extreme.
You're like, that's fucking stupid. That's what you said.
And she said, well, if you watch porn, we could just stop talking right now.
Whoa, she's like one of them bitches.
So she's not going to date anybody, dude. She's going to start dating girls probably.
By the way, ladies, if you meet a guy and you guys are having a conversation, let's say you met this dude on Tinder, all right? Tonder. You guys on Tonder. You're talking, and he says to you, point blank to your face, he goes, I don't watch porn. That stuff is disgusting. He is watching children porn. He is masturbating to little kids' faces, and on top of that, he's a rapist. Because there's
he's a murderer.
Because for me, I could confidently say I don't watch as much porn as I used to. Does not mean I don't watch porn.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't watch it as much as I used to. Mm-hmm. Still watch it every now and then.
Of course. Right? It's normal. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what but in that moment, because it was the beginning where I was still like, damn, I want to hook up with this girl. I like, I was like, I don't really watch. Like, I've seen it, but like, I don't.
Oh, I've seen it.
I have friends try to make me watch it. I go, I cover my eyes. But
classic answer, bro. Good answer, man.
But then we ended up living together, and then she caught me one day, and I was like, whoa.
What were you watching?
What was her reaction to? Yeah, what were you watching?
Okay, I don't remember what I was watching, but I was definitely on SpankBang.com. That's one of my
come on.
Damn, that's
shout out.
Shout out to SpankBang. Hopefully you could sponsor
that website was up when I was in college.
It's still up.
Dude,
it's still up and running.
Dude, all those porn sites are for sure have like a longevity.
Yeah,
like no one's taking those down, dude.
Nah.
SpankBang.
So I was on that, and she was supposed to be at work till 4. It was like 1. I didn't have a job at the time either, so it was like extra loser shit.
Well, what did she expect you to do then? Of course you're going to jack off the porn. You didn't have a job.
I got a job.
Sweetie. Fuck.
So it's 1 p.m. I'm like, fucking, I feel like jerking off right now. That's what I'm going to do. And I was done. Like, I was like cleaning up, but I was an idiot. I left the website up. And I came out, I was in my boxers, and she was standing in the living room, and I was just like...
You're still like half hard, so you're fucking pitching it.
In my boxers, and I was like, hi. Hey.
What you should have done is this, right when you saw the porn on the screen, you should have looked at her and been like, I can't believe you're watching porn. You should have turned it on her. What are you doing? Yeah. I'm so sick of this. And you start breaking shit in the house and before she could say anything, and you just leave.
So what was the ripple effect after she caught you watching porn?
Well, okay, so the video was still like... It just fucked everything up because like she was like super insecure. I'll get to that in a second. But like so the video wasn't up it was off, but the ad was on, like, you know, those fucking weirdo ads, like, of goblins fucking unicorns in the ass. So, like, it made me look like, it just, dude, like, to her, it was like just a nightmare.
So fucking weird.
Who's
watching that? Appealing
weird.
To that?
It's like a huge monster fucking this,
but it's also
tiny.
like, it's also like a game. Like,
yeah,
it's like,
play this game.
But it's so dumb. It's like every time I see that, I'm
learn
like,
how to flirt.
Who's clicking on this?
learn how to flirt. Just a goat fucking some dude in the face. So anyway, so it fucked up the trust in the relationship. And then that's when I was like, I had the conversation with her then that I should have had at the beginning, which was, what is the problem? What is your problem with porn? And she was like, I just want to be the only woman you desire.
Nice try. Impossible.
That's exactly. I was like, that's not possible. Well, this isn't a Disney movie. We're not in fucking second grade.
Because I love Mariel and I want to be with only her for the rest of my life.
Sure.
But if a nice ass walks by in that flash moment, I desire that butt.
Sure. You don't, and it's not a choice. It's not like I don't decide to go, oh, I'm gonna think this girl's fucking fine. 3, 2, 1, damn! Like, it just like she walks in and you're like, shit. God,
like
damn.
I would have to say some really just like just like the most fucked up shit to my head just to like Pavlov myself off of women. Which is gonna fuck up. You can't. It's impossible.
It's impossible. It's not possible. And that's what I was trying to explain. And I kind of fucked up. Like I said this, I realize now that this is condescending, but at the time I thought I was just like, we're like dudes were straightforward. Like I thought it was just cool. And I was like trying to relate to her. So I was like, you know what? I felt exactly the way you do right now about not wanting your partner to desire anyone else, except I was in 7th grade. Like I wasn't like, I was like, I thought that in middle school, but I don't realize how much of an asshole you sound saying that. But like, excellent. I said that and it definitely didn't help my case at all. And she was like, nah, like you're addicted. She just immediately assumed I was addicted to porn.
Relax, dude.
You're addicted to porn.
And she's like, you want to cheat? And I was like, I don't. Actually, jerking off prevents like any desires of me cheating. I get it out of the way. We're cool. You know what I mean? But I was trying to explain, like you said, like I can't help not be attracted to people. Like if you see an attractive dude, you're gonna think that guy's attractive. Like it's normal. It's normal. And she was like, I'm only attracted to personality. And it's like,
bitch, you shut the fuck up.
That's the most horseshit shit I've ever heard in my life.
I hope you walk in front of a bus right now. Shut the fuck up. That's the dumb. I fucking hate it when fucking people do that.
Well, she's just saying it just to. She's
a vlog.
Oh.
Hated it. Bump that shit.
That's fucking tight. That's actually what really ended it.
Yeah.
Good morning, guys. Today we're just going to talk about porn addiction and my boyfriend.
She's like, today we're going to check my boyfriend's browser history, and there's nothing on it. He's probably using incognito mode.
Incognito. Yeah, bro. But
she considered watching porn cheating because you mentally desired somebody else besides her. It's like, bitch, what the fuck? That's like telling me right now, right? That's like I like chicken, right? But every now and then, I'm gonna look at some scrimps. You know what I mean? I'm gonna look at some steaks. You know what I mean? But if I dedicated myself to chicken, sometimes I'll miss it. It's like somebody who switched to being a vegan for moral reason doesn't mean that they ain't gonna crave a steak every now and then.
Sure, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're still vegan. They're not
person.
eating no steak.
Right.
But they crave it now and then.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with it. Especially like for us, we're animals. Like we don't control that.
Yeah.
So like, what the
insecure.
It was really insecure. So that just kind of spiraled into a bunch of shit, and then
because I don't think she knows what porn addiction is. I think that was like her auto response.
Right.
Because porn addiction, which I know somebody who has a porn addiction, and he's working on it right now. And for him, it was more along the lines of like, I think for him, he had to realize that it was affecting his everyday. That's what an addiction is. It affects your everyday life, like functioning, working. You can't have sex with your partner. You don't find them attractive anymore. You would rather masturbate than have sex with a person.
Sure.
That's where the addiction starts to fuck you up. But it's not like she came into a room butt naked and you're like, babe, gotta fucking jack off right quick. You know what I mean? You stare at her just to collect the information and then you walk into a room.
Yeah,
like that's an addiction,
right?
You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah, she was just jumping to the.
Was she hyper religious?
She did grow up in a religious family, but I don't think that's what it was. I mean, she had issues with her dad too, and like there was a whole backstory to it. But
this is your fault, Patrick.
It's my fault. But that was the longest relationship I've been in. And porn, me jerking off, is kind of what fucked it up.
The most harmless thing ever, dude.
28 years and still running, dude.
Yeah,
we love it.
You should have never said you weren't gonna do it, man. You should just told her. Hey.
I should have just been straight up from the beginning.
Yeah,
but I wanted to fuck, so I'm
you want to get it in.
Just should have compromised with her. It's like, fine, I won't jack off. Every time I'm horny, you have to suck my dick.
You have to.
How about that?
We've only known each other for 2 weeks. But these
She's
are the
like,
rules.
okay, that sounds reasonable.
That's how unreasonable you are. You know what I mean? So I can be an unreasonable human being as well.
Yeah, yeah.
But you're upfront with it, so that's important. That's
Yeah, you got to be real.
Yeah.
When I was like super fat, this is like one of those turning points where I started to realize I was really chunky. I was laying in bed and I was breathing really hard and I was watching some shit on my iPad. And then Mariel woke up. She turned over. She goes, "Are you watching porn right next to me?" And then she grabbed my iPad and I was looking at a food recipe because Thanksgiving was coming up and I was looking
beef
at how to
stroganoff. Oh my gosh.
It was actually a cranberry sauce for Thanksgiving. Yeah, she was like, is this a food recipe? I'm like, yep. I don't got time to masturbate to this
Why
shit.
is your dick out, David?
Yeah, when they're breathing like fucking
Cranberry
Biggie Smalls.
sauce, I love it when you call me Big Papa. That's fucking crazy, man.